Have you always wanted to start your own business but instead find yourself stuck working your day job? Are you not sure how to start or what to do first? I'm Cheryl Grace, and you might want to join me every second and fourth Sunday of each month as I help my Lone Star mentee achieve her goal of launching a business on Live from the Pink Couch. Darsh graduated in 2017 with a degree in business administration and a concentration in human resources and finance. She's been working for the last 18 months for a major global brand whose name we would all recognize immediately, but we can't say here. But she's been working as a business development analyst. This is her third job in 3 years. Now, Darsh worked her first job for about a year when she got the yearning to open her own business. And so she quit to open a restaurant. But she quickly discovered it takes more than 3 months to open up a restaurant. Go figure. And so she went back to work. Darsh's number one pink elephant goal is to open a fast, casual Indian street food restaurant in the Chicago River North area by January 2021. She is my Lone Star mentee. Welcome, Darsh.
Hi, my name is Darsh Kumar. I am 24 years old and I am a marketing and sales professional. Super excited to be part of this event with these wonderful ladies today. I've been in my career a little short of 2 years now, but always had the need to kind of start something on my own. So I'm here to, learn a bit more about what it really takes to start your own business while you're in a 24-hour job as well. So really looking forward to connecting with everybody and learning from everyone.
Initially, I graduated in 2017 and landed a really, really nice job out of college. And I think for me, I was super excited about that and loved it. But, all throughout college and honestly all throughout my life, I've always done something for myself. And I think kind of being constricted into somebody else's work schedule, I don't know, it never sat well with me for some reason. And it's like, my whole thing was, if I'm working this hard for somebody else, like, why can't I do it for myself? And that was kind of my vision behind that. So I took some time off and wanted to open up a restaurant. Go figure, when I found out it takes longer than 3 months.
Can you talk me through, unpack that. Why did you think you could open up a restaurant in 3 months?
You know what? I have society to blame for that, especially with,
It's society.
It's you guys. No, but also myself, right? I feel like we live in a generation, especially my generation, of instant gratification. And you see the next billionaire, you see the next YouTube star, now TikTok's the new thing, right? And it's like, I should be able to do that. But I think for me, kind of going on that journey and kind of which led me to where I am, and since then I've started working again, but made me realize that you're not comparing yourself to other people's timeline. You're on your own timeline, and when you achieve your goal, it's different from when someone else is going to achieve their goal. So that leads me to being here. I think for me, I love what I do. I love my 9 to 5, but I think for me too, I want to uphold that dream of still opening up that restaurant. And, I grew up seeing my dad and, my grandma and my mom cook a lot because I grew up in India. So, I just grew up eating Indian food and home-cooked food, and chaat is India's street food. And remember kind of going with my friends and eating that and kind of having conversations on the beach and stuff like that. And it's always been good memories associated with that. And I think for me, I kind of want to bring that culture that kind of helped me become closer to my friends over to Chicago, because I feel like it's a market that hasn't really been explored before.
Okay.
And I'm excited to put my take on it.
Okay. So how much research have you done about this restaurant? Where are you?
For sure. So since the 3 months, I have 3 months of research, but on top of, working, but also kind of redwelling the contacts and stuff like that. It's been on a day-to-day thing, but I think it gets really difficult. Same with Miley, right? Where it's like, you have a 9 to 5, but then, more of the 9 to 6, but you also have to schedule time to go work out or, do what you have to do. And I think it kind of falls through the cracks, right? In terms of kind of figuring out time to sit and figure out what you need to do to get that started.
Okay. So, you're where a lot of people want to be. So, which is, we want to have our own business.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm very happy that you said society is responsible for your delusional aspiration that you can open up a restaurant in 3 months. Because, it's very much an instant lifestyle that we see on Instagram, etc. But they don't show you how many years they were toiling to get to that point.
Yeah.
Right? So what I would like you to do are a couple of things. First of all, I want you to identify 10 small restaurant owners in your neighborhood or the neighborhood where you want to open up this restaurant. And try to set up meetings with at least 3 of them. Set up meetings directly with the owners, right? And try to talk to at least 3 of them. Don't come back to the table if you haven't had at least one conversation with them, right? And what you need to do is you need to find out how long did it take for them to open up a restaurant in your ward. You're in Chicago, so things change ward by ward by ward, which is neighborhood by neighborhood here. So what you need to do is to find out, what does it take? What are the zoning or the code that you have, the codes that you have to be in compliance with, and start making a list. So once you've had those conversations, like how much did it cost them? Like how much does it cost them to run this restaurant on a monthly basis? How are you going to pay for your restaurant?
Are you asking me?
Uh-huh.
Okay, gotcha. No, I think
I'm not paying for it.
No,
I'm going to pay for it.
No, I think for me, I want to do it with my own money. If I'm going to open it, I want to do it on my terms. So it's going to be funded by me.
Okay, so it's funded by you, and how much do you have saved for it?
20 grand.
Okay, so you got 20,000. Very good. How old did you say you were?
I'm 24.
Good girl. She's 24. My son is over there like, oh my God. So she's got 20 grand saved. That's great. So, do you know how much it costs to run a restaurant?
Way more than that.
Okay, way more than that. All right. So, one of the things I want you to think of right now is your company that you're currently working for.
Yeah.
I need you to think of them as your investor.
Yeah.
Okay? They invest in you. How often do you get paid?
Bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. So every other week, this investor is saying, I believe in you.
Right.
By paycheck. I learned this from my coach, Lisa Nichols.
Yeah.
And she said, don't quit your day job, girl. Think of it as your investor. And they're helping you get to your next level. Right? So, I need you to do a gratitude journal, first of all, every day, thanking the heavens that you have this job. Because like we heard from the hopeful over here, I'd like to have an investor. So they're your investor. Meet with 3 restaurant owners and identify what it takes in that ward to start a restaurant and how much money it costs them. Mm-hmm. So that you'll be able to say, okay, I've got 20,000, but I need 100, I need 150, I need 50. I don't know how much it and how much it costs to maintain it. You have to have some kind of a baseline to start with. And have you developed a business plan yet?
I do have a mock-up of a business plan from initially when I had that conversation, but I think the concept of the restaurant has changed since then, so that's something that I need to redo as well.
Okay. So when you set up these informational interviews with the restaurant owners, take your business plan in there, even if it's mock. Take it in. If they laugh you out of their restaurant, you know you got some work to do.
Yeah.
If they don't, then maybe you're not as far away as you think you are.
Yeah.
And then, based on those conversations, based on the cost that it's going to cost you, and you take out your Medea, I don't know if you all know Medea, but she has a big calculator, she works it really fast. I want you to take out your Medea calculator and calculate how long you think it's going to take you to accumulate the money, the finances, and how long it's going to take you to, how long does zoning take? Have you identified a building?
I think for me, so I travel a lot, and I really fell in love with the Austin's food truck scene, so I think that's similar. It's low cost, right?
I love the food truck.
And I feel like that's something unique, and Chicago's lacking that, and I think that's the route that I want to go to, because it's movable.
So food trucks are big in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that is a little easier also than having a brick and mortar.
Right.
Yeah. So, but still, how much do food trucks cost? So
Right.
I'm gonna realign that homework assignment to make sure that you're incorporating a couple of food truck owners into this discussion
Right.
too. So find them and talk to them in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
And take your business plan in with you and see what they think about it.
Cool.
All right? And then we're going to work backwards.
Cheryl's Pink Couch tip: work backwards from your planned business launch date.
Gather up your information and then say, okay, it's going to take me not 3 months, but maybe 3 years or maybe 2 years.
Right.
Right? You're like, oh, not 3 years. I
No,
can
no,
see
no,
it.
no,
Like,
no.
whoa, not 3 years.
That's
Maybe
too
2
long.
years. Right? Maybe not. Maybe 18 months. But work backwards. Launch date is here.
Right.
You know what that's going to do? If you know launch date is June 20th, 2021, like every single month, you're going to be sweating to get done that month, the thing that's going to take you to the next month, and so on, so that you're like really moving in time with your launch date.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Are we clear what your homework is?
Yes.
What is it?
Reaching out to 3 restaurant business owners, food trucks included, and trying to have a conversation with them. Not trying to, having a conversation with them to learn a bit more about their business plan.
And taking your business plan in.
Yeah.
And then we're going to find a date.
Right.
Okay. Great.
Check out the full live from the Pink Couch web series and keep up with all 5 mentees' progress on powerfulpenny.com. This has been a Powerful Penny LLC Pink Elephant production.